I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. I'm using my Gilded Tarot. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. And if you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It greatly helps out my channel. Four of Wands, Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, Seven of Wands. Look at all these wands. Wands, 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 action, 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 right? The Fool, Strength, Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. The Moon. So this could be a couple of different things. It could be listening to your intuition. I feel like maybe you're having a feeling that you need to do something, or you need to make some changes, or could have to do with a partnership, could have to do with work. I feel like it's kind of getting to the truth and the bottom of a situation. The Moon can also represent deception, right? Something's not clear. I feel like something's not clear with you in regards to a partnership or something to do with work, and I feel like maybe you're not being honest with yourself on your true feelings about a situation. And I feel that when I'm looking at this, and I'm feeling like, don't rush to make a decision just to make a decision to move forward, because I feel like you want to make sure that you make the right decision, because I have a feeling that it may come back to bother you if you just rush to make something happen. I just feel like there's something that's not clear. And it could be maybe you're not sure about what direction to go in. Like maybe you're trying to make some choices and you're just not sure within yourself. And kind of, are you making excuses to stay in a situation that is not the best for you? Let's grab some other cards here. What else is going on here with this confrontation, or like, what are you dealing with? We have the Fool, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Judgment. So I feel like there's a message that's trying to get through to you, and I feel like it's almost like you keep questioning yourself, or it's almost like you know the answer, but you keep questioning that, and you keep trying to, like, you're doubting yourself. That's what I feel like, is I feel like you're doubting yourself, because this Strength card is standing out for me, and I feel like it's that confidence that you have, and I feel like you're doubting yourself with a choice or a decision, and that represents the uncertainty or unclear about something, but it's also listening to that intuition that you have, and you're doubting yourself. And I feel like you know the choices that you have to make, and you know what it is that you need to do, but I feel like you're doubting yourself. What you need to focus on here is we have the Two of Wands, which I feel is new beginnings, and I feel like and again with the Fool, new beginnings, and then we have the Seven of Wands, which is your new beginning. I kind of feel like, is there someone else that's kind of making you feel a certain way, or is kind of giving you the guilt trip, or is kind of pressuring you, and is it someone that's physically in your life, or is it just like you're mentally you're like, well, I don't think that person's going to approve, or that person wouldn't approve, or that person would not want me to do that, or is it something that's in your mind? Right, that's what I feel like you're going back and forth with. is that you want to do one thing, but it's like you're stopping yourself. You're going against yourself. Look at this. We have 7 of Wands and 7 of Wands. How cool is that? On top of each other. And then we have the Chariot. I feel like this Chariot represents that it's your life and you're driving the Chariot. And like I've said many times before, is that we are always making hundreds and thousands of choices and decisions, and it's the path that our choices and decisions are what moves us forward on our path in life. And I was watching a video yesterday about, and the person was talking about that the hardest thing for people to do is to change their behaviors, or to really recognize their behaviors or be aware of their behaviors. And I feel like this might be one of those situations for you, because I feel like maybe your past behavior was always kind of keeping this person or this energy or these thoughts that you have in your mind, and you're always including that in. And I feel like it's kind of held you back on choices and decisions that you've wanted to do, because with these, I feel like you want to start something new with these 2 Fools, right? Being silly, being lighthearted, starting over, zeros. Whatever this thing is that you want to try, that you want to start over with. And I feel like you're getting another opportunity to embrace this Fool energy. And I also feel like you have to realize is that you're driving the Chariot, that you're in charge of your choices, and you're moving yourself forward on your life path with choices that you're making. And I just feel like for some reason there's a big message that's trying to get through to you, and it's about listening to yourself and choosing what works best for you. And that's why I said don't rush into making a choice. I feel like really think about it before you make a choice or a decision. And then we have this for future energies, or what's coming in, we have the Strength card, the 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel that you may have a sense of commitment or a sense of obligation to this, whatever. I feel like this 4 of Wands is what's holding you back, whatever that represents for you. And I kind of feel like you have this sense of obligation to that. And I feel that when you decide to, when or if you decide, and maybe one thing that's holding you back is that if you decide to go on this new path for yourself, there's going to be a sense of loss. But I also feel that it's because you felt it, you're so conditioned to always do this thing that when you're not doing it anymore, it feels weird, or it feels different, or it feels like a sense of loss. But I also feel that it's a sense of freedom for you, right? I feel that it's a sense of freedom for you, because it's almost like it was something that was holding you back. Again, we have repeating energy with the Strength card. So we have repeating Fool energy, and we have the repeating Strength card. And I feel like this is a situation where you have to be strong, and you have to be courageous, and you have to be, we have the Infinity sign, which is individual empowerment. And I almost feel like it's breaking free. But I almost feel like when you make this decision, if this is from a person, like I almost feel like this person actually respects you, and you become closer together, because you are actually able to say, hey, you know, I need to branch out on my own, or I need to do this, or I need to do that, and I feel that it could possibly bring you closer together with that person, because they're like, wow, like you're really ready to leave the nest or go out on your own. But I also feel that it brings that love and connection to yourself, because you're loving yourself for making choices and decisions that make you happy. And you're finally driving the Chariot. Like you're not sitting in the passenger seat. You're actually driving the Chariot. You're steering it and you're guiding it. And I feel that it brings this sense of love and commitment and confidence within yourself, and shows you how strong you actually are. Sometimes we don't realize how strong we actually are. 10 of Swords, release and let go, right? Release and let go. And it's almost like, you know how we have those situations where we think about something so much that the thinking of it is actually worse than the actual doing of it, right? That we've worked ourselves up in our mind so much, and we're like, wow, that wasn't as bad as I thought, or, you know, gosh, I should have done that a long time ago because that would have really been a great thing. I feel that you really learn a lot about yourself in this situation, even though this is challenging for you, but I really feel like you feel more guided, especially with the Chariot and the Star right next to each other here. And I feel like you feel guided on your path, and you have that clarity of where you want to go or what you want to do, or at least you're starting on that. Won't have all of the answers, but you're like, okay, I know that this is what I want to do, or this is what I don't want to do, and feeling really confident. It's hard to make those choices. It's hard to make those changes, right? When we get so used to doing things a certain way, but then we come to a crossroads, right? Which I feel maybe that's where you are right now, is you're at that crossroads, and you're like, do I go over here and I keep doing things the way that I'm always doing? Or do I go over here and I'm on my own path and I'm going my own direction and I'm driving the Chariot? I just feel like you're at a crossroads here, and you have to make a decision and a choice, especially, and there's a big message here for you, but there's a huge sense of relief, right? When and then we had these repeated too, right? Standing up for yourself. I feel like when there's double cards, I feel like it's a stronger, those cards are pointing stronger. So we have the 7 of Wands, we have 2 Fools, and we have 2 Strength cards. And really it's standing up for yourself and being strong and making choices and decisions for yourself, and to let go of what doesn't, serve you. All right, let's see. Let me grab a Whispers of Healing. We have Receive Healing. Yeah, definitely, because that's what I feel like, is that you need some healing. And I feel like this situation brings you healing. It brings healing in for you, because I feel like it's almost like you're deceiving yourself, and you're just like, but I also, like I said, also with your intuition, is that you know what is right for you. Like, you know what you need to do. You know the choices and the decisions, but it's actually following through with it. We have Dominance, believing in yourself. I love it, because I feel that goes with the Strength card, which we had that repeating energy, is believing in yourself. So that could be where, that's lacking. And yeah, sometimes it feels comfortable just to go back to the way things were, or to have somebody else make choices or decisions for us, or just say, well, and give up, and this is how it is. But this is definitely a strong message for someone, is believing in yourself, and especially with these 2 Strength cards, and having that confidence to make those tough decisions, right? And make those tough choices, and really make some tough calls. But if you believe that that's what you need to do, and those choices that you need to make, that's what you need to do. And it may work out, it may not work out, but it has worked out because you made the choice to go on your path, right? That you made the choice to drive the Chariot. And that's what you have to look at. That's what you have to see, is you have to find the lemonade from the lemons, right? You can't just be, well, if it doesn't go exactly the way that you want it to go, that it was a loss. It wasn't, because you went after something, you made a choice. You made a choice for you, right? That you made a decision, and that's how you learn. That's how you learn, and that's how you grow. If you always have something protecting you, or a bubble around you, or that when you it's like riding a bike, right? And then like you do it, and then if you fall, but that's okay, like it happens, then you get back on, and so you try harder. But you need to make those mistakes to realize, okay, I don't want to fall again. I don't want to skin my knees, so I need to try even harder. Otherwise you're always having your training wheels on. All right, these 2 seem like they wanted to come out. We have Porcupine Spirit, Time for Beginner Mind, and we have Coyote Spirit, Trust in Divine Detours. So I feel that goes back here with, I feel, the Judgment and the 2 of Wands. There's a divine detour that is around you, and it's leading you on a different path, but I feel that it is a path that is very fulfilling for you. And then we have time for beginner mind, and I almost feel like that goes back to the Fool again, and that Fool energy and those new beginnings and those new starts. So I feel like there's a really strong message for someone to push to have that new start, to embrace that Fool energy and have that beginner mind. And that's what I was saying is like releasing yourself from those old habits, or those things that you're just so used to always doing, and it's like, well, you're saying one thing but you're doing another, but your actions have to follow through with what it is that you're saying. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.